Hello guys, how you doing? Mark here, Bowenmoto. Just down at the shop at the moment, going to just introduce a couple of the projects that we've got on the go. Hopefully we'll do some more features on these as we get them done. So the first one here is a ZX900A1, GPZ900. This is my one. Nearly finished. Tried to get it back to as original as possible. Even got rubber hoses, bits and pieces like that. Yes, I've got the right discs for it as well, but to be fitted. There they are on there. So that's one project that's been languishing for quite a while. There's another GPZ here, that's an A8. That's an up and running bike. Just debating what to do with it really, whether to restore it or just maybe paint it and keep it as a bit of a runner. Probably the latter, I think. And then we've got some other bikes here. Won't be featuring this one, but this is another GPZ 900 A1 version, 1984. This is for a customer. It's one that we're just finishing off. It's just in the final testing phases, although with the pandemic we haven't been able to get out there and ride it. But we've done a couple of test rides, made a few adjustments, and hopefully that is all done. So what else have we got? We've got here, in this sort of pile, this sort of area, is a Z1000 A1, 1978. Now the motor, we brought it mainly because the motor's been fully rebuilt. Grumpy 1260, I think, from Practical Sports Bikes. Built the engine, we've got some big receipts, lots of money spent, bolts cadded, or nice little attention to detail, nice little touches. So I think this could be a really good bike. So, but the rest of it was a bit rough. So we've decided to strip it. This frame has been readied for powder coating. There was a few bits of damage. We've just done some repairs to the steering stop. The steering bearings were pretty bad. They weren't marrying up properly. It's got a bandit front end, different swinging arm on it. So a few little changes that we're going to run with, as it were, but we've made some mods to the steering bearings to improve them. Obviously you've got to do all that sort of work, mock it all up first before you get it powder coated, so that you don't have to go back and start damaging the powder coating. One of the things we did with the rear footrests were sort of the original parts here that has a bracket running down. Half of it was used and it was sort of filler in it, and it was sort of bolted together really roughly, and the footrests, the passenger footrest stuck out a long way, so it was a bit nasty. So we just set them in a little bit on a nice little plate that we made up, welded them in, and that should be a bit nicer. I mean, it's not bespoke original by any long chalk. It's got these brackets on which we're going to powder coat black. It's going to mount the exhaust off of there. But someone had spent a lot of money on it in the past. Lovely chrome battery box. Obviously it rusted a bit, so we've sort of preserved as much as we can to keep it original. Got some different shocks, headlamp mountings, all sorts of things, just to get it, bring it up a grade, tidy it up a little bit more, make it nice and usable. New discs, bits and bobs. Forks are good, they've got to be polished. I've got standard bars, grab rail, just things to bring it back a bit more Z-like. Paintwork's really good. I'm not sure where it is at the moment. This might be one of these boxes, but we'll going to run with what we got. It's not going to be like mint, but it'll be really tidy. So other projects, lots of projects. TS185. This was some good customers, Ricky and Jane. This was Ricky's bike originally. We part exchanged it, and then we've got it running and sorted because it had been restored. It had been off the road for a while. It stood for about 10 years. We used it last year in the Mali Mile, which was really good fun. Hence the knobbly tyres. And we was going to put it back on the road, and then we thought time sort of kept going, and we decided to run it again in the Mali this year. Although whether that will happen or not, I don't know. It's a bit unlikely, but who knows. So what we've got to do, it was smoking heavily and it was a bit spluttery. We took the baffle out during the event, try and get it to rev a bit higher. And it sort of cleared after a while, but it was spluttering all day long. You had to really thrash it to keep it clear. So when we got back, checked a few things, gearbox oils were really super low. So pretty certain it sucked most of the gearbox oil in through the engine. So that's either a seal problem or crankcase is not tight enough, something of that nature. So we're going to have to strip the motor, rebuild it, and then decide what to do after that with it, whether to put it back on the road or do the Mally if it's postponed or something like that. We've got some more tyres for it, the road ones, but we'll leave those on for the time being. We've got loads of parts up here for it. We've got gaskets, we've got main bearings, seals, all sorts of stuff. Obviously we've got to look at the piston and that. It may need, sometimes when they burn gearbox oil, 2-strokes, it's a really heavy grade oil. It's almost gritty, for want of a better description, and it trashes the piston quite badly. So we may have to piston it or bore it. I'm not too sure yet. We'll have a look once we get it apart. And then there's always talk of having a little bit of porting done to give it a bit more zip. So we'll see. Maybe we'll do that. Over to a really old project. This is a Royal Enfield Flying Flea. This was 1948, I believe. We've got a load of paperwork for it. I mean, a ton, that much thick in paperwork. Loads of parts, a couple of engines. Now, we brought it off a guy, Don, a really good customer of ours. Don, probably our oldest riding customer at the moment. He's 88 years of age. He brought this 20 years ago. Added a few parts to it, I think, but basically never got round to it. He's a bit of a BSA Bantam man, and he's got a couple of Bantams that he's done. So we managed to buy this off him, and we're going to continue the restorations. This is what we do. When someone's had a good go at it, and they've made it look really nice, there's loads of bits in the boxes, and we'll go through them in another video just to show you what's in there. I mean, we'll all find out together because we don't know what's in there. It's nice to continue in the vein that it was started in, you know, and then get it up to speed. So we're not going to go concours because there's not much value in these. There's no point in going crazy. But we'll run with these colours, and you know, this is an original hub here, and it's just little things like try and tidy a few bits up, continue the work if you like. It's a similar thing that we've done with the car that we've got, which I'll show you later on as well. We sort of started the same restoration process that the original owner had done, just to keep in the spirit of things, really. So sometimes we do things immaculate, other times we'll do things just to get on the road and get usable. A lot of it comes down to value, sometimes in time, but the important thing is to get the projects done. That's one thing that we've always struggled with, is time. So hopefully a little bit more time when we get back to full steam, get some of these jobs out of the way, and we'll crack on with a few of the interesting projects, do a few more videos. So keep tuning in, and hopefully get some more content as soon as we can. Thanks very much. Bye bye.